So hi there, I'm Kio, and this is Kio Ranting. Kio Ranting is a simple thing I came up with because I'm lazy, and I like to rant. It goes like this. I read my rant from some script while recording it. I don't even edit or anything before uploading. And ta-da! Profit! No? Too lazy? Well, this is my plan, anyhow. And if people like listening to my broken Swedish accent as I rant about different things as often as I can, hopefully weekly, I guess I'll have no choice but to go on. Oh, for those who don't understand the entertainment in this, you'll probably never listen to radio, or audiobooks, or anyone. You don't listen to anyone. But, as a breakdown of what you are supposed to do, step 1, put on some music on low volume, preferably instrumental, otherwise it'll be hard to hear me. Yes, this step is to help me. I'm lazy, so I can't be bothered to add music myself, mainly due to not wanting to double and triple check for copyright reasons, and I do the script, the reading, and the ranting. Give me a break. Oh, and music isn't a requirement, that's just how I listen to it. Step 2. Play a game while you listen, or listen while you work, or while training, or just when you're bored enough. That's it. If you got those ready, I think it's time for episode 1 of Kio Ranting. When I started writing this script, I just thought it would be fun to rant, as I sometimes do that in voice chat with my friends, and now I'm just greedy for more listeners. Basically, I don't know what to rant about, so I just talk about what I could possibly rant about. To start off, I'll introduce myself. Hi, I'm Kio. I am a nerd. I watch and play and read all kinds of weird things, and sometimes even normal things. This includes anime and manga, as well as Japanese light novels. But I am not limited to Japanese culture. I also read Chinese and Korean web novels and web mangas. To make sure you don't think I'm too weeb though, I'll also include comics, movies, and books that are not from Asia. To make sure it's enjoyable, I'll mainly talk about and make comparisons of things that I have watched at least once, because it'd be weird if I, for example, compared movies that I haven't seen, because there'd be no ground for me to make those comparisons. When doing official rants about stuff I've read or seen, I might even include jokes. Not that I think I'm a funny person, it's just that almost no one will stay if it sounds like I'm reading my homework for class. There's also some ground rules. If I say something is overall bad, that is, most of the time, opinion. If I say some aspect is bad, but the overall is good, that's more objective than subjective opinion. Like, I find the soundtrack of Dishonored to be dull. That is a subjective opinion. While, for example, the animation quality of One Punch Man's second season is worse than the first. It's subjective. It isn't always easy to recognize the difference, so it's better if you just assume everything you don't agree with as subjective, so that no one gets offended. Alright? If you're easily offended by opinions, you're way too sensitive. Ease up. This is for my and your entertainment. This is but one of my many rants, and I'll include all kinds of subjects. But I am but one person. So if anyone wants to suggest anything or add something to keep the show going, feel free to comment about it. And while you comment, feel free to add a suggestion of show, anime, movie, or topic you want me to talk about next. And I'll add it to my list that I'll make public at some points. Maybe. And now it's time for me to list some titles for stuff I'll rant about, and also topics I'll bring up. I'll bring up a lot of anime, manga, and light novel materials, though light novel material will be mostly brought together with an anime as comparisons. Same goes with manga, unless the anime is the source. I will name a lot of movies, whether it's old classics or newer movies, and depending on movie I'll find and compare source materials, but not much, as I have not read many for now. Series. I will dig into and break up a lot of series. HBO series, YouTube series, Netflix series, or any other series I find. There's Swedish streaming sites, for example. I'll mention that I'll bring up Doctor Who, just to get more viewers. Stuff I will not rant about. Yeah, there are topics and titles that I will not rant about. For example, I will not speak or talk about anything I know is illegal, but remember I'm Swedish and I have not read up a lot of laws, especially not of other countries. So I'll stick to the obvious, so I won't source anything illegal, and then I will also not rant about topics that are uncomfortable for myself and or majority of people. This includes detailed discussions about, say, insects, deep psychology, racism, rape, and other sensitive subjects. I will try to not swear, and I will also try to keep conversations clean. This will be harder on certain movies or animes, and on such rants, I'll warn before I go. all's not safe for work on you. Next is some extra information. 1. Popular things will be mentioned the most, but I'll try to dig out some obscure titles of all categories as well. Otherwise, I wouldn't be very unique. 2. My pronunciation will be off, especially when I rant or review about Asian stuff. Please no bully. And 3. I am bored a lot, but I am also lazy, so I may not upload stuff consistently, even if I got time, and I'm sorry for that. If I get more viewers, I'll make a real schedule, but for now it's pretty casual. Thank you for listening to my first rant, even if it's just introduction. I don't expect anyone to get hooked or like it already, as this is basically just a rule set and me saying hello. And now, goodbye.